Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki City. It's like 10 seconds after I ended the last episode. So I'm going to collect this money because I just realized that if I do upgrades, then on this one, then I can get the super range tax, which is nice, but the reason why I'm getting it, partly because it's nice to have another upgrade, but also because I want to spend all of my cash, or at least close to all of my cash, because I am right about to attack, or take on this attack, or whatever. So I'm going to try defending against this, and I don't know exactly how well I'm going to do, and yeah, I'll start off with a boomerang thrower again. Basically going to try the same strategy as I did last time, except this time what I'm defending against is going to be even harder, because now you can see 19 rounds, so they've got up to ceramic balloons. And I don't know why, I'm losing my focus for a second, but I don't know why for me I was thinking about how it's like a minute after I just ended the last episode for me, but then for you it's like 2 days later or something. I don't know why that seems so weird to me, but alright, so this battle is probably going to be a failure, because I'm probably going to lose, but I'm kind of okay with that, because then I'll be able to show you guys what happens when you lose a battle, which I'm sure most of you already know, or don't care, but just to actually show you what happens when you lose, and for me to be reminded what exactly happens, because they might have changed it since the last time, because it has been a while since I've played this and done Monkey vs. Monkey and everything. So anyways, I'm gonna, like I said, basically do the same strategy, just Glaive Ricochet, which is awesome on this map, and then Spike Factory once I have enough money. And instead of worrying so much about leads, or camo leads in particular, I'm just going to save some red hot spikes to use on any camo leads that I see, because even though I do really want all my Bloonstones, I do have 170, and spending this 5 isn't going to be a huge deal. Unless I need like 10 of those, like 10 red hot spikes, and I end up using like 50, and that's just going to be ridiculous. But also, some random thing that I feel like talking about is, are any of you familiar with the TV show The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? It's probably before your time, I suppose, which is kind of sad, because that makes me feel really old. But you might have heard of Sweet Life on Deck, which is basically the spin-off of, or continuation of, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But basically it's about the two twins, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, or not, yeah, Dylan and Cole Sprouse. It's not necessarily about them, it's just they're the two main actors, I suppose, in that show. Disney Channel show for kids and stuff, and I don't know why I'm taking so much time to explain it, it's just a random show that I liked growing up and stuff. But I just saw on Twitter today that the Disney Channel India version came out, where basically for India, like in the Disney Channel that airs in India, basically made the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but obviously in Indian, with Indian actors and everything, which to me that just seems really cool, because it sort of reminds me of like when America does like the English dub of an anime, and you sort of see that different, just the voice is different, where you hear the American or English translation of the Japanese context or whatever, and just for me that's really cool, because I like watching the anime in Japanese and then reading the subtitles, but then watching it in English and seeing how the translation is different. But I obviously don't speak Indian or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't mean to be racist. I just don't know if Indian is the language or if there's some other language that they speak in India. Anyways, I don't speak that language, so I don't have any sort of like like subtitles or anything, so I don't see how the translation is different in that, but then just the visual translation, because it is different actors in a different setting and everything, so just that kind of translation or transition or whatever was really cool to see, even though I didn't understand some, well, I did understand some words, because they were saying some English occasionally, like just little phrases, which I thought was kind of interesting, because I know that sometimes we use expressions that aren't English, or certain words that aren't English, even though we use it as if it's English and we know what it means, but then to see another culture use American words or English words and use it just as if it's like any other part of their language, which was really interesting to me. And I'm not sure if that was because like they know some English, or if it's just those words have become so popular that it's become English, or not English, but become part of their language or whatever. But anyways, because that was some lead, and there is going to be some, excuse me, and some camo in this level, then I will get the camo lead, and I actually start paying attention to this battle, because I was just rambling on and not paying attention. I don't want to get the red hot rings on both of these, even though I think I did on the last episode. But I just want to get the red hot rings on one, because only having it on one will be enough to pop through the lead, and then I don't have to spend money on getting the rest of them. So let's see, because there's only one lead layer, so I don't need two of them to pop through like 2 layers of lead or anything, which was actually kind of an interesting idea that I had, where like having the game on harder difficulties, like for Bloons Defense 5 Deluxe Edition, not necessarily on Bloons Defense City or Bloons Defense Battles, but if on Bloons Defense 5 Deluxe Edition, or whatever main series Bloons Defense game is next, if having it on a harder difficulty made the lead appear on more layers, like if every layer of that balloon was a lead layer, and then on the highest difficulty, even the Moab layer was a lead layer type of thing, I think that'd be kind of cool. But anyways, let's throw in another boomerang thrower, because that's always fun, and to get another glaive ricochet, which I'm actually surprised at how well I'm doing. I kind of figured this would be a lot harder, rather than just kind of a little bit harder, but I don't know. I mean, again, I did use the extra starting cash, even though I didn't use the supply crate, because I only had one, which, yeah, I was going to say, I was going to say, like, why didn't you guys give me some, but it's fine. You guys don't need to send me the supply crates. That's obviously not like a requirement of being a subscriber or anything. Plus this is just, like I said, like a minute after I recorded the last episode, so it's not like you had any time to send me supply crates. But anyways, now that I've got all these, then I'm gonna put some ninja monkeys. I'm gonna put the ninja monkeys over here for 2 reasons. One, because I don't want them to interfere with the glaive ricochet, or the glaive ricocheting effect and all that. And then also over here, this is more sort of the camo detection area, I guess, and also having distraction put near the end will help throw some balloons closer back to the beginning, which for the camo balloons isn't really a big deal, because all the camo detection is here, so it's not really being that helpful. But and I guess having the Seeking Shuriken also doesn't really help that much, I guess. But once these, what are they called, ceramic balloons are coming into this area, if they're not camo, then having the ninja monkey to have distraction to knock them back, hopefully to be within the range of the glaive ricochet again, or just out of the way to give the spike factory a little bit more time to throw down some more spikes to fight against the ceramic balloons, if that made sense. I'm not sure if I explained that well enough, but yeah, so that's my reasoning for putting them over here. Oh yeah, the thing is over. I really thought I was going to lose. I didn't realize it was so bad, but your defenses crushed their Reddit Dex's stuff. It looks like your plutonium tanks are now at full capacity and stuff. Oh wait, are not at full capacity. Why? I thought I had full plutonium, but no, I didn't mean to. Oh well. But oh wait, no. I did send an attack at someone. That's right. In the last episode, I did send an attack. But might as well. Is it really like It's I can't send balloons strong enough to the lowest level that it wants me to send at him. But yeah, so just throw in some extra lead. Well, no, because it's already going to cost a lot of balloon stones. Might as well just go and okay, you will need to research at least the multi-layer. So never mind, I can't actually send revenge at him, which means I really should have sent revenge at the other one. So he's asking if I send a supply crate, which I already did, didn't I? Yeah. So I already sent a supply crate, so I can't send another one. So anyways, that was about 10 minutes, and let's get a little more money, even though I really thought I was going to lose. But let's see, I'll probably start off going after this ceramic treasure chest tile in the next episode, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this one, although I should say, I do want to mention that Hearthstone, for any of you that watch Hearthstone, or watch me play Hearthstone, I recorded like 8 episodes in one day, so it's definitely going to take me a while to reply to any feedback that you give me during any of that. Like if you want to see me do the arena, I just totally tossed my mouse. I also added Regidex as a friend, but again, that's going to take a while for you to see that in the episode. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.